giving all praise here. How about Shem Shai by Shem Rukakwada Shalom to the 144,000 of the rest of the elect out there. Shalom to you all. And I'm going to entitle this video The Digital King of Babylon. So this just popped up 18 minutes ago. Dabu 77. Get ready for a world currency. Fed is about to roll out new cross-border payment infrastructure. In other words, they're going to go digital. Now, I listen to, when I'm in the car, I listen to a lot of times, I listen to Bloomberg News, which is AM 1130, and in New York, in the New York area, tri-state area. And this was in the afternoon, late 3-ish p.m. This was yesterday, as a matter of fact. And he had a press conference concerning how they're going to go into a digital. The dollar, they didn't come straight up and say they're going to destroy the dollar, but they were pushing the digital thing. So this guy, the last time he was president, or before he became the current president number 2, second term, he was dead set against digital currency. During his campaign to become president, the second time becoming president, being elected again. Before that, he praises the digital system. So what made him change? We know what you in the know, you out there in the know why he's doing that, because they had a backdoor deal. They said, we're gonna let you make it president, but you got to push this digital thing. And I said in previous videos that I strongly believe, well, if the Most High comes inside of within these 4 years, and Trump is still president, he's the one that's going to push the MOTB. MOTB got to come before the deliverance and the destruction and the kingdom comes. The deliverance is not going to come until the whole world is digitalized, and the majority, when I say most people, I'm talking about maybe 95 to 98% of the people will receive microchips, whether it's in their brain or whether it's in their right hand, left hand, butt cheek. So this is, I remember this, and I did a video on this. And this, I think I did a video in 2016. If I'm correct, excuse me. This was The Economist. Look up The Economist. Go do some research on The Economist. The elite own, I'll just say that, the elite control this magazine, own this magazine. This was, I believe, I want to say 2015, 2016, maybe even 2014. And you got to get the whole. This was this is not an eagle. This is a phoenix. Phoenix that gets burnt by the fire rises up. It's that goes back to Egypt, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody do the research and let me know. They burn in the fire, and they reborn and they come back to life. So what the Economist magazine is saying, that if you notice, this might be the symbol for the euro. And then you have these paper dollars. You have the U.S. dollar. You have the the various the yuan, the yen, the Deutschmark, whatever, which are in paper form. So they're going to destroy it, and then they're going to come back with a currency that's based upon digital currency, right? It says, get ready for a world currency, currency, which is the digital currency, the world dollar. So this got to be new. Doesn't say what, I'm going to look this up. It said, get Winston Sturman, pull it off, German, rep foreign aid. Okay, it says the revise meaning to, be alive again. Economic outlook So what do you see here? You see these dollars, and this can represent the U.S. dollar, but it's going to right here. This represents all the dollars of the world. You notice he's got a gas can. He's got paper dollars in his hand. He's got "Make America Great Again." And you see this on fire. So he's getting ready to douse these papers with fire and get rid of it. And what's going to emerge is the digital currency. Get ready for a world currency, which is a digital currency. So now I'm not going to play this. Not that I could play it. I don't think Dabu would take me down, but just to be on the safe side. Let me see. Okay, so I clicked on subtitles. So this is Dabu talking. Entered a moment in time where big things are. I'm sorry. Let me mute that. About to change. The currency that you use in life and have used all your life is about to change. We here at GMS been talking about this for years. Ultimately, everybody's going to get a chip as well, because they're about to try to they're not going to try, they're going to do it, to digitize this through one big event. So something major is going to happen. We call that the Black Swan event. Big event to lay out the groundwork for this. They had to go global. What does it say? The whole world will be tested in Revelation 3 verse 10. So the elder out of Mississippi, Kazak, he did a video the other day, and I kind of spoke about him. In the video that I did, I kind of did a response to his video. He went into Revelation 3 verse 10, which we know, we've been teaching that. Revelation 3 verse 10 is talking about the micro C-hip, that the test is the micro C-hip. That's whether you're going to pass the test or not. So he looked up the word try as in tried or test, and the word goes back to pierce, like you get your ears pierced. But I looked up a temptation, and it goes back to slightly different word, but it's the same root word. Both those words, temptation and try or test, go back to the Greek, which goes back to the root word, which is to pierce. So let me just read that, and let me put in the words, the correct words. Okay, Revelation 3 verse 10. You heard it first from GMS, the camp that nobody likes, and I love it. Okay? Because I'm going to read it the way it's supposed to be read. Because thou hast kept the word or the logos of my patience. You endured to the end. I also will keep thee from the hour of the piercing, which shall come upon all the oikomeni, the whole planet, to pierce them that dwell upon the earth. Look up, don't take my word for it, look it up. Look up temptation, see where the root word goes. The root word goes to pierce, as you pierce your ears, pierce your nose. I will also keep thee from the hour of piercing or chipping, which shall come upon all the world, the whole planet, to pierce them, to chip them that dwell upon the earth. Now that word earth is gay or gi or geo. Oikomeni means the whole planet earth. You go to John 3:16, the word world is cosmos, which is a certain segment of something, which are the Israelites. This word world here, that's why you got to go into to get a deep understanding, to put your scholarly caps on, you have to go into the Hebrew and the Greek at certain times when you read them, get a deeper understanding. Give me a second. So I remember doing a video on this, and they were planning on doing it by 2018. Well, here we are, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 7 years later, and they're still talking about, but their plan was to have pretty much everything digitized. So it says here again, get ready for a world currency, currency. And what you have to get a chip to be a part of this new world. This is also goes into IGY, Donald Fagen. What a beautiful world it shall be. Listen to that song, read the lyrics. It's talking about the New World Order. It said the groundwork for this, they had to go global, and they're about to implement it, and it was all scheduled to begin March 10th, the same day as the Federal Reserve Bank Board meeting that is closed to the public. They were going to launch this. They're now saying they're going to sunset this till July 14th. So 25. So it's March, April, May, June, July. So let's see what happens in 4 months. Let's see if there's a Black Swan event in 4 months. Meaning that we have a window that is open here of time where they are implementing this brand new way that, now I told y'all to buy silver and gold, right? That's real money. People are still going to deal with silver and gold, but they'll pay for it with digital money. Implementing this brand new way that they're transferring money via cross payments and digitizing everything and connecting it to the ledger, to the blockchain. That's why all of a sudden this guy got a renewed love for blockchain, CBDC, central bank digital currency. And this was and it's going to lead to the MOTB. You're going to realize, man, then it shall be known who are my chosen. 2 Ezra 16. Then it shall be known there has been a prophet among you. Ezekiel chapter 33, starting from 30. You're going to know who the true prophets are. To be all rolled out on the 10th. I've warned about this many years, and we here at GMS warned about this many, many years. But now they've like opened this up to where it expands out, where it's going to be a slow roll out, but it's begun or beginning. They are going to phase out the old way of sending on March 9th. Wow, that's tomorrow. Let's see what happens. And this is, what do you call it? Gradualism. Gradualism was what the scheduled procedure was. So now they're giving it more time to be fully implemented and rolled out here globally. This opens the door for that world currency to be rolled out now that now what Trump's done in the United States, because he was told what to do. He's a puppet. He's already started attacking the fiat currency. This is the fiat currency. That's the fiat currency. Fiat is Latin for let it be, because the government said paper dollars are not a currency, and the people said, oh yeah, we'll accept it, because they don't know how true government works. They don't know what real money is. Remember what Isaiah, what is that? Isaiah 25:7 said, the covering cast over all people. They don't know what the hell's going on. They vote for a guy, he's going to do right by us. You're finding out that these people are not doing right by you. The world is not getting better, it's getting worse. Started attacking the fiat currency. Also, immediately, he came in and he's ordered that they do. He's not doing nothing. I'm ordered that. What do you call that? An executive order. They gave him the executive order. They said, here, this is the new shit. These are this list of executive orders. He didn't come out with that shit. But you stupid idiots don't understand. He's ordered that they do away with minting, pennies. Well, that's true, which makes sense, because you can round it off. You got extra pennies, you throw them away. Pennies will no longer be produced by the United States. The nickel will be next, and they'll go right on down the line. Gradualism. Come on, man. The hell's going on? Down the line saying that they cost too much to make, and they're just, I'm sorry, let me bring that back. Just going to remove them from the system is exactly what he's ordered thus far. Now we have all the talk of the blockchain, digital currency system being incorporated full scale. And the people that were worried about a CBDC, central bank digital currency, that want to say all Trump signed an executive order against CBDCs, that was just a buffalo, the people that didn't know anything, and the people don't know anything about it. With the other hand, he turned around and he gave you blockchain via his Trump coin and backs WorldCoin, and openly stating that they want to be at the forefront of AI. And this is why they get these plane crashes. They're going to usher in AI, because it's human error. Anytime there's a plane crash, it's always human error. Sometimes it's mechanical error, but that's also human error. They forgot to put a part in. They didn't use the specified parts. You got a guy that's high on drugs, being an airplane mechanic. So everything that they're doing, these crashes, these near misses, or these near hits, everything that they're doing is to bring in AI. AI is perfect. Okay? What a beautiful world this would be. What a glorious time to be free. Standing up on the stars and stripes, we can tell this dream's in sight. I'm quoting from the song IGY. And you can look up the word IGY. Forefront of AI, artificial intelligence, and crypto. So he threw a bone. All those people out there, they have a small mind and cannot see this right. They have a small eye because there's a great covering cast over all the people. See this? He doesn't know what's going on. He's getting instructions. He's being told what to do. See this? See this for what it is. You had a problem with the CBDC. He signed a piece of paper basically saying, well, we won't call it that. Yeah, but you can call it something else. You can give it another name. Threw it to you, and you all took it and ran the other way. In the meantime, this is a full-scale implementation of a global system that's happening. This is where they can transfer all these currencies. This looks like American dollars, Fed notes. These are dollars of the various world. Transfer all these currencies back and forth instantly. If you ever leave the country, you got to, whatever country you go to, you got to change the money over. We went to Canada. I went to Canada 2 times. Second time, we went with a bunch of brothers. When we got up there, I was explaining to them how the money system worked, and they couldn't get it. So I was like Mother Goose and shit. What I do? What is this, man? They didn't want to get the gas. They didn't understand how the gas worked up there. The gas at that time was 50 cents what do you call it? Not a quart, but a liter. So I'm telling the brothers, no, we're going to get ripped. I said, you're not going to get ripped off. You're not going to get ripped. But it said 50 cents. I don't understand this. I said, brother, just follow it. No, brother, I don't know what to do. I remember that. Apostle Gabar can tell you that. He went. Apostle Ricard can tell you that. He went. Them guys are scared to death of the money. And I said, when I went to Mexico, I figured out the money system on the plane. I figured out that whole money system on the plane. The peso, how the peso works, and what the peso would calculate if you buy something, go to a restaurant, and you would give them pesos, and you would know, I would know it. I said, well, this is such and such American money. Most people can't do that. I was good at math and science. But yeah, I'm a sci-fi guy too, like Nate. So me and Nate got something in common. Anyway, it says fourth, instantly, and it doesn't matter what you call it. It doesn't matter the name on any of them, on any of the crypto, on any of anything, because it's all sent the same way. So in the end, this is a global beast system. See, look, Dabu, trust me, he knows that everybody gonna get micro C hipped. And he's using this word. We use it, the beast system. People don't even know, Christians don't even know what the beast system is all about. System being rolled out right in front of you. So you are, are you ready now to get ready for this, world currency? Because again, once they make this move, it doesn't matter what you call it, they're all the same thing at that point. What's really going to count is what's counted all along. What kind of real money is silver and gold, by the way, do you got to back it with? Gold, and didn't I just say that? Gold and silver, what's really in Fort Knox? That's why he said we got to go to Fort Knox. Did they go to Fort Knox yet? They were talking about it 2 weeks ago. No news on Fort Knox. We're going down to Fort Knox. We're going to do an audit. I'll be surprised if somebody's going to be in trouble. Who's going to be in trouble? Dead people? It was dead presidents and the people that was in charge of putting gold in Fort Knox. They're all dead or about to die. What was that? If I'm not mistaken, when they put the gold in Fort Knox, I believe it was in the 30s. All those people that were involved in that, they're all dead and gone. Okay? It says because real money has to be backed by something. The paper the gold, when you had gold, you didn't carry gold around with you. You carried gold certificates and silver certificates. I did some math. Henry Ford, the great builder of the engine, the horseless carriage, which is the engine. He set up the concept of he came up with the engine. He made his first engine in a sink, and his wife cursed him out. What you doing? You're making a mess out of the kitchen. He built his first engine, and he had to be a J because he was against the J's. He was straight up against the J's, Anyway, he set up the assembly line, and he gave every employee, he gave them what was called a $5 day. When you adjust for inflation, a $5 day is about $800 a day. And they didn't take taxes out. If you work, you got $800, you bring home was $800. Your bring home was 800. The 30s is Social Security. What do you call that tax? What's that tax? It's a war tax. There's a name for it. Not the military tax. I forgot the name of it, but they tax you if there's a war, and then when the war ends, they cut the tax. What the fuck is this called? It's withholding, but they did it for wars. So, but they kept it going. Like I said, if you don't understand money, you know, hey, what can I say? So Fort Knox is involved in this because this digital currency has to be backed by real money. Let me see, Fort Knox. We may be in for some big shocks here, but the world is a stage, and one thing's for sure, they're telegraphing right here on The Economist. Yeah, because what The Economist do, look up The Economist, see who owns the magazine. Not no front people, but the true owners of that magazine. I almost want to say it. It says that Trump is here to do that to kill the dollar and to burn it down through and to replace it with the new system. He's even said under his power here they are looking to reset. That's the reset. That goes back to the scriptures. The Jubilee year and the year of release is a reset. But at a reset, they change the money system. So you can't reset something unless the old system is torn down, done away with. And this right here is a transfer that they've been waiting for a long time. The fulfillment of Revelation 13 and 16. You're going to find out GMS was always correct. And that these other camps that's teaching contrary to what we've been teaching about the Revelation 13 and 16, they're going to have a lot of explaining to do, and there's going to be a major shakeup. They're not going to know what they do. A lot of these niggas are going to pull their hair out their head if they got hair. And they're going to go to their leaders and look for answers. If the leader said there's nothing wrong with it, you can take the chip, that means they sold out. They sold out. If they said, well, we was wrong, brother, that's the chip. We was wrong. So you mean to tell me, GM, them bums are right? Yep, them bums are right. So let's go get with the GMS. And the door's going to be closed. You ain't going to be able to get into GMS. All right? They've been waiting for a long time. Many people just not hip to it. Well, it get hip to it. It is beginning March 10th. So that's tomorrow. I'm sorry. That's Monday morning. So let's see what happens. Are they moving that quick? March 10th at this Federal Reserve Board meeting. And so the feds are going to control it. And by July of this year, it will be full scale implemented. So get ready. It's right here in front of your face. Crazy times. What was that? Rand joined me on a live stream. So you got to watch I urge you to subscribe and get the notification from Dabu. Dabu says a lot of good things. I try to listen to him when I can. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say. You heard it here from one of the apostles of GMS, a.k.a. one of the prophets of doom. Shalom. On to the next.